New York City. My mother and father, I loved them. They were gangsters. I was born in prison. So when I was born, I was the only. This is how I knew. My mother used to always tell me I was special. This is how I knew God's hand was always on me. I was born in the prison. And I was the only black baby in the wherever, like the daycare, whatever it was for the babies, and it was all white. Mm-hmm. And my mother said she had to trust women who killed their babies to watch me, because it's prison. The inmates watch. So my mother used to always pray. There was a lot of prayer for me. My grandmother used to pray for me. I was a special baby. You know, my brothers and sisters, they were in New Jersey. I couldn't leave the hospital. I had to be there for a year. So when I left the hospital, after a year, I lived in New York, and I had a lot of problems. As I got older, I had bad asthma and eczema. I basically lived at the hospital. Wow. My mother couldn't even get a job. You know what I'm saying? That's why I owe her so much. She couldn't even get a job because the hospitals required me to stay there 2 and 3 weeks at a time. I had all these tubes, and one time I drunk my daddy's throw up. I was doing it on my butt and all this crazy stuff, so I was a sick, weak, funny-looking child. Wow. So what happened was, as I got older, I used to get bullied a lot. People don't believe this about me, so I'll tell you about that later on. I used to get bullied a lot, and when I mean bullied, I don't mean just made fun of. I remember times when I would go to the basketball. I remember one guy punched me in the face. They called me the Cocoa Crispy Monkey. Like I couldn't even sit. Wow. I would go to class and I couldn't sit in the bus. I had to sit on the floor because nobody sat with me. People would throw me on the floor, and my brother used to bully me. My brother, you know, I love him, and I forgive him. But you know, me growing up, I always wanted to be better than what I was because I always knew there was something in me, but nobody ever gave me my props. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever, you know, my brother used to tell me I was ugly. He used to say, you know, I used to be like, nah, man, because I was good at things. Rapping, I was good at basketball, I was good at a whole lot of things. I was funny, but I always encountered being an outcast and being overlooked and bullied. Mm-hmm. And as I got older, it still happened. I went to the school called Dwight Morrow. Now, I'm probably the best basketball player in the school, the best rapper. I knew how to dress, but I always got bullied, teased, tormented. I mean, that real life torment. Punched in my face, thrown on the ground. I did not know God was building me. Because he strengthened David through his distress.
That's right.
So this was distress. But it was this confidence that was inside of me. I remember I used to tell people, no, I'm not. I'm not ugly. I'm not. And it used to frustrate people because that's why I tell people, it's not about what people tell you. It's about what you believe on who you are. That's right. You know, so me, yes. I never knew that was going to help me later on in life. Because I used to tell people, I remember one time this guy punched me in the face and I had glasses on. I got up, brushed my waves, and put my glasses on. He said, who do you think you are? I said, man, I don't know. You think I'm nobody? I never knew. But so that was my life. And then as I got older, I really got addicted to drugs really bad. I was addicted to cocaine and ecstasy and all these drugs. But then I started doing rap with my cousin Bobby. And I used to do regular rap. And it was a couple times I almost made it. I remember we won the Apollo. And we was going to get a deal with Def Jam. But my cousin Bobby never had the self-control, and he would always get arrested. Because I was going to get signed with Bad Boy. So it was just a whole lot of turmoil going on. But through these times, there was people I used to look up to. I'll let you know later on in my life. There was certain people I used to look up to. I used to always want to be the man. I used to always want to be popular, David. My goal was, I remember I was in middle school. I used to go, I was in the 7th grade. I used to write down my name like 100 times and hand it out to the 8th graders. How you doing? My name is Darryl Jones. Now you know me. Now I'm popular. My dream was to always be popular. I used to like hearing my name. Yeah. So as I got older, I really became famous in New Jersey. And I was very influential in getting people to do the wrong things. Now, as you know, I'm an evangelist now, so that as you can see the way things go. But I was always tormented, and people always told me what I wasn't. Right. And I never understood that. Because I used to say, no, man, I'm really dope. And I would get overlooked by people that weren't really dope. And I never understood that. I was always the overlooked one. It'd be like, I remember I used to be a battle rapper, and I used to eat rappers. I used to like be really amazing, and they always overlooked me for my cousin.